Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Dead Cells. Please select, thank you. I don't need to wait for the leaderboard to load, game. I don't need to play the leaderboard daily challenge ever again in Dead Cells. As good as it is to run around and kill enemies and get those, you know, sweet ass +3 stat scrolls, it's unnecessary, please. What are we gonna play today? We could do a tactics run with the alchemic carbine. I love that. Brutality serenade, infantry infantry bro, man. No, the serenade's a bro. Broadsword, assassin's blade with the sinew slicer is pretty good. And then we have a war spear with the infantry bow and grenade on the left here. I mean, this is the more complete package. You have brutality melee, brutality ranged, brutality grenade, brutality weird orbital thing. This is your well, I mean, you have the bow and infinite ammo over there too, but I like the alchemic carbine, serenade, and the broadsword as well. What are we looking to do today? Are we looking to do a brutality run? I think we are. I think we are looking to be a little bit brutal today. So why don't we go on the left path? Do a little swap here. More damage on a poisoned target with the infantry bow, and then we have the war spear as well. War spear, people and myself acknowledge that the war spear can be a little slow at times. You know, climb, thank you. Especially on that first warm-up hit from it, but it's a solid weapon. It's a very solid weapon. Because it might have a little bit of a slow one-hit wind-up, or like first-hit wind-up, but the weapon itself does exceptionally great damage. Arcatraz, welcome. Time for some Dead Cells. Well, I haven't exactly been playing a lot of Gungeon lately, so really it's Dead Cells warm-up or nothing. People have been clamoring for the Gungeon, and maybe we're gonna have to go back one of these days for it, but I've been loving the cells as well. Shrapnel axes. Well, it's like the most powerful weapon in the game, right? That's what I hear so much anyways. We're not really using the infantry bow at all yet, but the infantry bow, 200 something damage per hit is not amazing, but it is pretty good. Shrapnel axes is more of a ranged weapon, which I guess maybe makes it a little bit better than the infantry bow. The damage is also like pretty decent, and it's got a pretty nice stagger effect. Stagger, stun, startle, I don't know, I always forget what's what there. I don't remember what the damn verbiage is for everything in Dead Cells. Too many mechanics. That could, in theory, be like a legitimate complaint for Dead Cells. At a certain point, maybe you do get like too many actual mechanics. With the stun and the stagger and the... I can't remember. Oh, breach! Breach is what it is. So many different things to keep in mind as you play. Dude, there is. Well, first of all, there's a freaking baseball bat. That's incredible. We're not gonna take it though, but I'm not gonna take it so that I can maybe take it later when I'm really invested. And I'm like, man, I could really go for a baseball bat right about now. We're late in the run and it's like, ooh, a baseball bat. But no, there's a freaking serenade up here. Hold on. Look at that, look at that. That is what I'm talking about. That serenade is gonna be real nice to have. A little bit of a classical brutality build for me, but that's what I like. All right, that goes up. That's a lot of food, but we're not gonna eat it because it is far too early to get that much malaise. Well, look, shrapnel axes is not fast. At least it's not fast until you get the full combo. When you get the full combo, the damage is pretty good, but just initially, shrapnel axes, not really killing things quickly, let's say. It is too early to be buying a weapon. We're not gonna be worrying about that right now. Let's just go for another level of brutality. Have I learned anything recently playing Dead Cells? I think I have. I think I've learned recently not to take a wish early. I really wanted that to be a viable strategy when I took it on, I think it was like the last run or a recent run. I think I very much regretted that decision. That's okay. Dude, I can't move the mouse off of the game window. As soon as I close the map, it snaps back into the freaking frame here. Where are we going? Game wants me to go to the promenade. So you know what? We could do promenade, depths, ossuary. You can go, wait, where can you? Oh, you can't go to the ramparts from the depths. But we can go promenade, depths, ossuary and completely obliterate our whole run and be very sad about life. Let's do it. Yeah, let's not buy a weapon. I don't think we need to. I don't think we need to buy a weapon. Arcatraz says, you've learned to love and appreciate the barrel launcher. No, no, no. I think I am still sane enough to not like the barrel launcher. Warspear always seems like a solid pick, says Connie. I'm gonna give it to you straight. Not all of the weapons in this game are super viable for killing all of the enemies. But the Warspear has good range, so it can hit multiple enemies. It has solid damage. On crits, it's way more than the shrapnel axes, but even it's above the shrapnel axes by default. It also has very good staggering. Like, if you hit an enemy with 1 or 2 hits, they're probably gonna go, ugh, and get stunned momentarily. So I think it's very decent. I am curious maybe about taking a telluric shock over powerful grenade. You know what, it's higher level, lower cooldown. Way more of a damage bonus, but it doesn't really matter. It shoots a volley of arrows too. So like, yeah, why not? Why not? Give me the telluric shock. Shock's gonna be pretty good in the ossuary, I think. If we keep it up to that point. I should get rid of the shrapnel axes though. I'm just gonna go for old boring here. Boring mutation perks, I apologize. Andre, welcome. Warspear goated over Serenade. I think Serenade might have the edge over a Warspear even. Serenade is just like unbelievably solid. Door, 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 door. Apparently they don't make enemies anymore, they just make doors in the cells. Very good job security if you're a carpenter on this island. So sometimes those arrows from telluric shock are gonna land. It's not gonna be a consistent thing. They may land. Shock is a good insurance as long as there's no flying enemies, says Connie. I guess you can still like stun and stagger and shock those flying enemies and stun them momentarily. Again, I don't know what the correct verbiage is. I gotta wait until Lemon comes here so I can ask him. It's like, stagger is when you hit an enemy and they don't get stunned, they just delay. Breach is when you overwhelm an enemy's defenses and they actually get like temporarily stunned from a heavy hit. Like the cannon. I think how it works is weapons like the big ol' cannon. I I can't remember the name of it, but you know the one I'm talking about. That one applies stagger to enemies. That's why whenever I fight a boss with it, it always interrupts the boss's attacks and makes the boss do a different attack. I believe that is a stagger. Who the heck knows though? Yo, throwing knives, huh? You know, that could be kind of fun. Maybe better than the shrapnel axes. I don't know. Well, what I like about the throwing knives is that it's a nice little one-off to toss. Why don't we, ooh, laser glaive could be pretty damn good. But you know what? I'm gonna keep re-rolling. You wanna know why? Because I want something new. Vorpan, damage is pretty good. You could take a cursed sword. Would rather not. Okay, and by something new, I mean something very old. Sorry. Look, I found my item, okay? I get to watch the world burn. Da-da-da. Meant to choose Telluric over Serenade and keep the grenade. Ah, no. Well, first of all, I should be using the Serenade, but I love Serenade. It is a great autonomous weapon. I mean, did you see that just one-shot that enemy? That's why I like it. Well, I like it because it does damage on its own, doesn't pull aggro. We could go for like a full-on brutality ranged build. Do like one of these. Get the fire out there, get the bleed out there. Nah. If I'm rolling brutality, I know it could probably do a, whoa, what the heck? My war spear missed. I guess that's one of the, are you kidding me? That's one of the potential problems with the war spear, is that it very well might miss the enemy you're hitting. I can't believe that it missed twice though. Well, more like, I can't believe I got hit twice. Let's be honest, that's on me. Okay, we're gonna do a little running away for a second. Backpack the weapon. We don't need to backpack a throwing knife, but I'll throw it in there. What skin is this? This is the, I think it's the gold Dracula outfit. For flawlessing ye old Dracula, man. Careful, careful, careful. We're fine, we're fine. Get our freaking sword out there, our autonomous sword. Ooh, I saw that. I gotta look for food, unfortunately. I gotta eat it, unfortunately. Maybe not the best performance so far in a Dead Cells run. You know what, I'm gonna blame my me being incredibly tired today. I did a lot of like house cleaning yesterday, kicked up a lot of dust, and I basically made myself tired by sneezing so much. I took some Benadryl, conked out last night, woke up feeling just absolutely like groggy. I'm feeling better now. I had a little coffee, but that's what I'm gonna blame. Basically, it's not my fault, it's the game's fault. Or, you know, life's fault for giving me allergies. Okay, it might take a little too long to be killing these enemies with the weapon setup we have. Oh my god, another? Get him, Serenade. Thank you. It's another freaking enemy. Good God. Yeah, I think we need a little bit more damage. We also need to be taking less damage, of course. Okay, okay. Easy there, buddy. Easy there, bubba. No, 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 no. I'm bored, give me some monsters. There's one right there, you freaking joker. Quality of life changes like visibility on wall floor runes is amazing, says Andre. I've been rolling the red outline for a little while now, for like, I don't know, a few days. Not too many runs, but it is nice to not have to focus so much on it, where I can spend a little bit more time reading chat or just like, you know, scratching my face. I don't have to be constantly like staring at the ground for the whole run, looking at every individual pixel. Hey, knock it off. Knock it off, thank you. I was gonna say, I actually heard this thing being smacked. We have a lot of health, but the malaise has been stacking up quite significantly, but that's okay. If we need to use a flask, that'll cleanse all of that malaise buildup. I'm gonna acknowledge I saw this entirely because of the red outline. That was not me. Dun, 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 dun. Put you in hand for a second there. I have an extra jump. Makes this easy. I do like the music to this area, but I do hate the freaking protectors making everything impossible to kill. No. You know what I need? I need the Serenade out there to protect me from all of the freaking grenaders. I can't afford, okay. I can't afford to get hit by one more explosion. Dun, dun, dun. Smoke bomb, no thank you. I think I will get rid of Telluric Shock at some point. I think I undervalue grenades and I overvalue things like Telluric Shock. Fire Blast, Vorpan. War Spear is still, you know, a little bit more damage than those. Impaler is pretty decent, but getting an enemy up against a wall to get the crits is not likely. Don't mind me just spilling my drink all over my desk. Oh my god. I just cleaned this desk off. Damn it. I just cleaned this desk off of all of the sticky goo all over it. All right. Pyrotechnics, katana, no katana tech. Infantry bow, 1758 DPS. Whip sword, I still don't know how to use. Firebrand we just picked up. Could roll a machete, but the damage is so bad. I'm not particularly interested. You know, Balanced Blade might be pretty good. Once you start getting those crits, the damage is acceptable. But the War Spear already still has more base damage. It's hard to say that the Balanced Blade is better than the War Spear when the War Spear just automatically has more DPS. Admittedly, the Balanced Blade fires arrows, and so it firing arrows will very much improve that DPS number, but I don't think it's worth the cost. I do feel like I would be better off just saving my money and then buying something else later on that might be a little bit better. Okay, I'm definitely screwing this up a little bit. Thank you, Serenade. I can't believe that hit you. That failed experiment, he's very tall. He's a tall, tall man. All right. There is so much money to be had on this level. No! Okay, thank you. I didn't want to have to come back up. You know what? We have a lot of kills on this level. 82? Considering how many times I got blown up by a grenade bat, that's actually, like, honestly a little impressive. Sad? Maybe, but also maybe a little impressive. That Serenade putting in work. Dude, the Serenade, it says 200 DPS, right? The thing crits for 2,000. That DPS number is a total, complete lie. Serenade is like one of the highest freaking damage items in the whole freaking game. Freaking. All right, I think we got all of the cash. There's 2 enemies that we didn't kill that I don't care about. So it is time for us to leave. Where is our exit? There it is. All right, not too bad, not too bad. We have a very, like, general start to the run here. Firebrand, War Spear, you know, we found it, we bought it. We know that it works pretty well. Ooh, yep, we're gonna definitely take 3 Brutality. Not particularly interesting, not particularly unique, but we'll find equipment as we progress in this run, and we'll spread our wings and fly. We'll get some new things as we progress. The real question is, what the hell do you take for Brutality mutations? Because I never remember what to take. Porky Pack if you get a good damage weapon that's not a curse sword. Invisible melee kills are good. Melee kills reduce cooldowns, we don't need it. First melee attack on an enemy inflicts plus 306 damage. Is that any good? I never take this. And then there's combo. Combo is always, like, interesting, at the very least. Healing in methods that I don't particularly enjoy. Tainted Flask is kind of interesting. We haven't used a flask yet, but we can just use a flask, take Tainted Flask, and then get our flasks back. I still don't exactly know how it counts the elites as you level up Brutality. I never did go through that one run and count up how many flasks I received as a result. It's gonna take no mercy. It's been a while. Every time, man, every time. Every time we get the freaking prison banks. You gonna play any other games besides Dead Cells? Today, Andre? Who knows? If you have anything in mind, you let me know what you think I should play. Now, this is an item upgrade. Vampire Killer, crits on burn, we crit. That's gonna be a nice upgrade. We've finally done it. Let's get that Serenade out there before I screw up too much. Thank you. I don't know what happened. But we can basically just YX our way to victory here. We should be able to light literally every enemy on fire, except for ones like this. And then get an immediate crit on the next shot. We also downward smash attack burn the ground, which is nice. I have to acknowledge something. I've never paid attention before to the fact that when I attack with the vampire whip, your character goes, "Huh, huh, huh." It's such a very like quiet and demure, "Huh," but it's happening, and it's throwing me off every time I hear that right now. What's with the new whip? This is the vampire killer whip. I guess it is new. It doesn't feel new because it's, you know, been like 4 months, but it was the Castlevania DLC whip, I believe. Vampire killer, you know? Hydra Bro, welcome. Binding of Isaac. You think I should play some of that later today? We could. Oh. I'm getting like sounds for everything. Like I got hit by that one saw blade and I went, "Ugh." I don't know why sometimes I recognize that my character makes noises and other times I do a whole run and I don't even notice at all. I feel like it might be louder for certain outfits. Whether or not that's correct, I don't know, but I feel like it might be correct. Hey, ooh, I need that, thank you. It's like, okay, cool it there, Mr. Dead Cells. Maybe you played much Void Ago. I have not played that at all, I don't think. Where did he go? I don't remember if I have a code for it either. It's very good, it's 68. I might have to check it out. I'd like to check it out. I'll just say that immediately. If I have the time and the capability, I will be doing that. I've got like 30 games I should do Let's Look At of soon. You hit me. Just a matter of me to, well, A, not be lazy, and B, actually put in the effort to do it. Which really just means be lazy. That's a big amount of malaise reduction. I'm gonna get it so I can heal. We can buy cough syrup next floor since we're going down to the ossuary. We should try to get the cough syrup before we, ooh, he replaced Telluric Shock with the grappling hook. We should try to get the cough syrup before we get the curse chest. I think I'm good. I think I'm just gonna sell and move on. I think I'm gonna want Telluric Shock to help deal with all of the crowds of enemies down here. We don't need to worry about the armored guys, the spikers, because the whip should get around them. Do you do like a new game on Friday or something similar? I should. I really should. My general thinking is, Kinda says Deadlink would be cool. I gotta make sure I get a key for that. My general thinking has been, what I would like to do is record a Let's Look At or a review style video on my own and upload that to YouTube directly. But I just haven't had time to do it. It's like, I feel like it's as much as I can do just to have a set schedule for streaming purposes only, which is still like, you know, a substantial amount of my week. But I would just love to have a little bit more time in my week to do like Let's Look At or stuff. Because I like the idea of doing that. I'm just, A, bad at writing. So instead of like a review, I would just play the game for 30 minutes and give you my immediate opinions on it, which is a lot easier and doesn't require editing. But if I wanted to do an actual review, I would have to, you know, sit down and write. I'm a poor writer. But I should do that. I should do one or the other. I should get good, as it were. Slow enemies. First melee attack. Dude, there is no animation lock on this. That is amazing. Something new is a poll option. Well, I mean, what would people? Here's the thinking, okay? Sure, I could take a look at a random game every stream or once a day on a stream, or I could play games that I know people are going to come in and watch. Because like when you're doing something on Twitch, when you're playing games on Twitch, you have a much more immediate, you know, analysis of how many people are watching you. So if you play something new and you go from like 90 viewers to 30, you think to yourself, maybe I should have just stuck with playing Dead Cells for another 6 hours today. It's hard to pull the trigger and say like, all right, you know, we'll play something that I have no idea how people are gonna enjoy it. I know people like Dead Cells, that's why I play it. And I like it too. There's no risk. It's the safe play, but it's also the safe play. Sorry, I'm trying to think about what to accept, here, for my perk. I don't really know. Give me like bonus gold. You know, I never think about these ones, the gold plating. I don't like losing gold. Gain gold per health point you lose. It's not that much money, is the thing. This is worth more later on in the run, of course. Recover health after killing an enemy. You know what? What about kill rhythm? It's not a 10 out of 10, but it does help out our offense a little bit. Zegas Jr. says, Astral Ascent, good game, very close to releasing. At me on Discord right now, Zegas, so I can remember. Sorry, I just heard a motorcyclist outside. Get out of here, rat. Actually, I'm really liking kill rhythm here. I think that was a good call. Because most engagements, a lot of the enemies are dying in one shot. So to have a faster application of fire into an attack. Hey, you got me. You know, it is speeding me up quite nicely. And I can stay quite mobile. I also know that I'm not focusing at all on... I didn't mean to kill you, that's my bad. I'm not focusing at all on... Didn't mean to kill you either, sorry. On killing all the enemies. There's a reason for that. The reason for that is that I want enemies that I can come back to for when we trigger our curse. Most enemies are dying in one hit. That's by design though. That's working well. Oh my god, I hate doing that. Something about the sounds, man. Dude, even the giant killer, the damage is good, but really the damage that we currently have is good enough. We don't need to replace the whip with anything. This is going pretty well so far. I like it. Serenade, no. Don't kill everything, Serenade. What happened? I am killing some of the enemies that I'm passing by, but I'm leaving some as well. We don't need to leave all of the enemies. This is actually, it's a weirdly good level for doing curses, because the Inquisitors, the Bombardiers, and then the goo tubes, none of those enemies will teleport after you. So you can leave all of them behind, and then just kill them once you grab the curse. I'm surprised that the Archer teleports, considering that these guys don't, but I guess the Inquisitor, you know, he can hit you from, you know, through the ground. He shoots through walls and everything, but the Archers can't, so I guess it makes sense. Random weapons. We could get a new weapon. Never know if it's gonna be a mimic. If there's anything that's an upgrade to what we currently have, I will probably buy it. Yeah, let's see. Not a mimic. Still an upgrade, but only by 1 level, so it's probably not worth buying. That's fine. I still don't know if that's normal, if that always has happened in this game, where I have like an attack sound and I've just never noticed. Why am I noticing it now? Why is it so prominent now? It can't be the maybe, no wait, what outfit is this? This is not Dracula, this is Flawless Giant, I think? I like firebrands more than pyrotechnics. It's a little faster. Oh yeah, Disp is correct. It is indeed death. So maybe because it's part of the Castlevania outfits, you get a little bit more of a much more pronounced attack sound effect. Because that's what I think it is. I think the outfits that are a part of the Castlevania DLC have a little bit more pronounced when you're attacking. Although I originally thought that was only for the human characters, because they're humans, you know, they make noises, like humans should. Maybe not. Hey Lemon, welcome, how are you doing today? How did I know you would show up? How did I know you would show your face around here today? What do we have? Flashing fans makes the victims bleed. Repelling a projectile causes you to inflict crits for 8 seconds. I feel like I should try the flashing fans today, since I normally never use them, and we got a legendary version, right? I just don't know how to use them. How would we use this? Dude, melee's being cleared is not a good sign when I haven't found the curse chest. Okay, Lemon is giving me a new tech here. Hold to attack. Hold firebrands and spam serenade. No, firebrand on primary, like this. I'm not entirely certain what to do. I think I'm not a good techie. There's the curse chest. Plenty of enemies remaining. Bah. And plenty of enemies left on the floor. I think there's at least 10 enemies on the floor somewhere. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there's maybe 4 enemies. Not as many as I thought. Switch serenade placement. You know what? I'll do it in 23 seconds. Looks silly though. It maybe looked silly, but it also didn't accomplish anything. Just hold on. Nope, I swapped these, my bad. If you die by creating enough goo buddies, you know, that counts. I'll take the credit for that. Oh, more goo buddies. You know what? It's another good reason to have Serenade on hand. Thank you. Come on, Serenade. Oh, come on. Oh, you're not gonna do it? You're gonna make me go up there? Let's just finish him off. It's another floor rune. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. This is one of the reasons I love the Serenade, because it doesn't actually pull aggro, which is very weird. Thank you. All right. All right, give me 30 seconds, Lemon, because I gotta wait for my Serenade to come back. Then we'll discover the ultimate tech. Dude, this was a pretty good floor. I hate the Castlevania hit sound effect. I just hate it. Something about it just rubs me the wrong way. Maybe I'm just used to playing so much Dead Cells that any change is immediately a bad thing. That I could understand. All right, let's get our teleporter and get out of here. Then we're gonna do this and this. And then maybe you gotta do this. Hold to attack. Oh, use hold to attack. Oh, I don't have hold to attack on. I think I understand what you are going to be referring to though, which is I think that it's just gonna immediately throw a firebrand every time I swap back. I mean, yeah, that's something. Let's grab the shop. Yeah, I know where it is. Telluric Shock. We don't really need Telluric Shock anymore. I gotta admit, oil sounds pretty good. Can you get burning oil damage on a vampire killer? If you could get burning oil damage, that would be pretty damn sweet. Dude, I mean, this does pretty decent damage, even just compared to the Telluric Shock, but let's see what we got. I think I'd rather just have like a sinew slicer. Yeah. A turret, something that can just go down and do damage. I do like it, pretty solid. Also enables bleed synergies. Flamethrower turret. Face flask. Also something that I should probably try using one of these days. That with vengeance, right? It doesn't stop you from getting boss flawlesses, but it does give you like the flat damage bonus basically for free. This is turning into fake tactics, says Andre. It's not gonna be fake tactics. Although now that I think about it, the vampire killer is tactics, isn't it? Okay, this might be fake tactics. This may end up being a fake tactics run. I already re-rolled the shop, so we're done. We're out. All right, let's do it. Let's see. You go to options, accessibility. It'll be maybe not accessibility, gameplay, hold to attack. So it hold the button automatically fires that. That's pretty good. It's a lot of firebrands. It's very much reminiscent of back when you could do the double binding thing, and then I would just have two thrown daggers, and then they would just alternate, and it would be tons of damage. Why, hello, welcome XZZXZ2. How are you doing today? How are you doing today? Also, still haven't done the flashing fans. This boss doesn't fire projectiles, so let's not worry about the flashing fans. I kind of want to roll the whip just to see what we could get from it as far as damage bonuses go. But you know what, we don't have anything that applies oil, so the fire is not going to last that long. We could, I'm going to roll this once, twice, 3 times the lady. Crits up, okay. Victims burn, double damage on burning oil. Double damage on burning oil. I still don't have oil. I don't oil. Look, it's not gonna matter. Let's go fight the boss. Go fight the boss. I'm not gonna use weird tech though. Also, we're not gonna have Serenade for quite some time, but whatever. You might as well fight him and get the fight started. Oh, thank God he didn't actually create another aura cloud around him. That would have made it a little hard to kill him. And he says, hey, did you get the RE bundle? I did. I bought the Humble bundle for Resident Evil, so I have every Resident Evil game basically now. So if you want more Resident Evil, I can probably make it happen. We'll roll whip. It's been good. So we can go through the series together. We can learn how that game got started and how it goes. Lightning rods. You know, I kind of like this to enable every type of synergy, but the damage, it's in a burst as opposed to consistent. So I don't know how I really feel about that. Like, the damage is good, but Sinew Slicer can keep outputting the damage. It also does apply electricity though, so like you got that going for it. It's got better crowd control. I guess we'll roll it, but it doesn't feel like much of an upgrade. Yeah, Sans Undertale, but also Resident Evil 4 Remake I don't have, but I have the original Resident Evil 4 Remake as opposed to the new Resident Evil Remake. No, we want lightning rods to have like burning oil. Not double damage. Oh my god. Burns the ground when the effect, I guess I can't get one that is oil, I assume. How are you at 19 scrolls after Conk? Oh, Concierge. Is that good or bad? Also, welcome 9, how you doing? I feel like it's pretty good, 19 scrolls. 1923. Where are we going? Game wants me to go to the Sanctuary. The real question is, where do we want to go? I mean, you know me, I would like to get some more legendaries. Slumbering Sanctuary. Could do a classic Sanctuary Cavern, but I want to go up. Yeah. Pay to win, baby. Pay to win. X says, I'm trying not to install Armored Core 6 because I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3. Oh, right. The Armored Core 6 was released was it today, I think? Anyone out there excited about that? I never played Resident Evil, or sorry, I never played Resident Evil games, but I also never played Armored Core games. So I have no like personal investment in the Armored Core franchise. I know a lot of people are invested and interested. My friend Chris is probably gonna start playing that today. I know he's interested. Tell you what, if anyone wants me to play it, just give me a copy. Give me a copy, then I'll play it. I should use these electrical things at some point. This is a cool outfit. I like the colors on this one. See ya. This is part of the reason why I love firebrands, because like one firebrand is enough to kill things. It might take us a second, but like every firebrand that I throw is a KO. X says, I think I played Armored Core 3 and 4 when I was younger. Connie says, I never played Armored Core, but I'm a sucker for mechs. I have played some of the Mech Warrior games before, but never an Armored Core game. The more I use other weapons, I'm cursed, by the way. The more I use other weapons, the more I realize I really don't like that Alucard sword. The fact that you can't turn around with it is detrimental to survival. Just be careful. Enemies die pretty quickly. They're both dead. This guy's dead. Someone is gonna teleport to me. It's just a zombie. We're gonna go slow here. I don't know why that one didn't kind of like explode immediately. That was a little weird. Random weapons. I would like to get a new whip, I think, at this point. There's something about a huge walking tank, says Connie. Compensating much? Connie-sating much? There you go. I see. The lightning rods, they have to hit the ground before they actually activate. I didn't realize that. So if when I activated it in the air, it didn't go off immediately. Oh my god. What luck. What luck! Oh my lord. Multi-knock bow, explosive crossbow, cat. What do you take? They're all good. Crossbow is absurd. That's such good damage and a great weapon. The multi-knock bow fires twice as many shots, means it does twice as much damage. So it's gonna be 24,000 DPS, I think. Very good also with barbed tips, although we're not tactics. And the cat is good too. A big cat that does more damage is always going to be beneficial. We don't really have room unless we get rid of the Serenade, which is only level 4, so we could. But that is some solid picks. And I've got to be honest, I don't really know what to take there. I don't know what to take because it's all good. I'll tell you what I want to take. Right now, I'm thinking what I would love is to go for the explosive crossbow, because I don't think I've rolled a late game explosive crossbow in some time. Whenever I take it, I usually start with it and it helps me to develop a run, but I usually don't finish with it. Nice shot, Serenade. So we could take that. We would lose both of our fire enablers though, which might not be, okay, might not be for the best, but you know, we could make it work. I am loving the fire damage that we've got going here though. That is fantastic. So I don't know. I think something just became an elite. It's a tough call because I don't know what I would like. I would like it all. I would like to be able to hold on to all of the equipment or just like respec. If I could take 21 points in brutality and make 21 points in tactics, that would be awesome. Heck, we don't even have to replace kill rhythm. With the explosive crossbow, that is. So if anyone has any ideas for what I should take, now's the time to let me know. Hello? Hello, Guts. I love the music here. The music's so good. Baseball bat. Also a great weapon, also synergizes. 68 says I could get on board with the explosive crossbow. Shots pierce all enemies on that explosive crossbow, so it's going to be very good at actually dealing with crowds. Was the Castlevania update cool or a good addition in your opinion, says XEZXE2. More DLC for Dead Cells is always good, in my opinion, because all of the DLC for Dead Cells has been great. I love the inclusion of more content. I like the game, and I like the content that they've been adding in. In a game like this, more items, more possibilities, more builds. That's what you want, isn't it? You want more. It's been good content, though. Whoops. How did I not get hit there? It's been quality content. All of the DLCs. Bad Seed, the Queen in the Sea, Castlevania. I forgot what the other one was. I think there was one more. Bad Seed, Queen in the Sea. I can't remember the name of the one that added the Scarecrow, whatever DLC that was. Giant is free DLC, so I don't really count it as DLC. It's weird because you do have to opt into it, but it's free, so there's no reason not to. It's just more content. At what point is there too many items in the pool? I don't know if there is a point. At what point is there too much of a good thing? I mean, it's not like Isaac where you can have item bloat in Isaac. You can have too many items. Oh, what the game really needs is another damage upgrade item or another health upgrade item. Oh, we need Breakfast 2, the sequel to everyone's original favorite breakfast. Like, you don't need more items in Isaac, unless the items are adding in interesting synergies or stuff like that, or they change your character, you know. Oh, I fire homing babies out of my face. Those are interesting items. But whenever a DLC to something like Isaac happens, it's also adding in just a lot of statistical upgrades. Dead Cells doesn't have that. Every item in Dead Cells has a unique play style associated with it, and so you can mix and match whatever you like, the weapons that you like using or don't like using. I think that's what gives Dead Cells the edge over something like an Isaac. It's a problem that people are vocal about in games like Enter the Gungeon. There's a lot of items in Gungeon that don't really change the run at all. They just give you stats, a health up, maybe a fire rate increase, but they don't like substantially change how you play. I think that you can definitely compare Gungeon to Isaac, but Isaac has more. The items that you pick up in Isaac are way more important for your run because they can provide you with a lot of satisfaction by having cool effects. You don't get that out of a Gungeon. You don't get that out of a Dead Cells, but Dead Cells is all about the combat. Using whatever weapons that you enjoy using yourself. Corrupted Power and Flask, bad combo. How's that a bad combo? Where are we going? Game wants me to go to the clock tower and fight the clock boss and fight the clock Dracula. I think, you know, I wouldn't be against the idea of a clock fight. Oh, I completely forgot about going back for the legendaries. Let's go check that out real quick. The Scarecrow, not Seed. So I thought the bad Seed was Morass Nest, like the Mama Tick fight. I could be wrong though, that could be a different DLC. But I don't remember. Hit on the DLC, you are playing it and it has a lot of edges to fall off. Yeah, Fractured Shrines, Undying Shores. I can't remember the name of the DLC though. I vote Exploding Crossbow, says Smix. Fatal Falls! Thank you. Well, the level's not called Fatal Falls. Okay, so here's the deal, okay? If we take this, we're gonna lose some of the damage synergies that we have, but we can activate the damage synergies with the lightning rod. We can activate bleed or poison or burning. So we can get the high damage from our crossbow shot, okay? Keep in mind, we also have the damn fans, which I haven't been using at all. Because we could use the fans. I keep saying that I should try to use the fans. What boss would they work well against, though? Really the giant, because he fires lasers out of his freaking fists. Okay, people want the crossbow, I can give you the crossbow. I will hold on to... Guess we'll hold on to the firebrand. Sorry, flashing fans. There's good... Oh my god, one of these days I gotta do a run with that. And not just say I gotta do a run with that, actually do a run with that. No, what I need to do is I need to disable good weapons, take only the bad weapons, then do runs of this game. Yeah, boom, 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 boom. So I think we could maybe try Dracul. You know, we've got a good crossbow, which is good range damage and good point blank damage as well. Lightning rods we can hit with. We have a serenade in our pocket, but we need to swap it out at some point. These should be pretty well against Clock Boss. Nodi, I also really like the soundtrack to this level. It's very nice. And Mother of Zerg, welcome. You can also irredeemably screw up a run in Isaac with one item, says Arcadrez. Yeah, true, there are also anti-synergies. You're not wrong. Spreads oil. Still like Serenade. Lemon says it's the best out of the DLCs. Are you talking about you like Fatal Falls DLC more than the other DLCs, or just the soundtrack? Or both? We don't need to re-roll right now, we can just go. I'll go to the clock tower. I'll follow the incentivized biome here. We didn't do that going to Stilt Village, but I like going for the legendary loot. Nodi says, I'm not as keen on the cursed chest as I am on the soundtrack. Chest has ended many of my runs. I don't mind the cursed chest too much. I've got a strategy for dealing with it, which seems to work pretty well. So victims freeze nearby enemies, and then also, man, that crossbow. Shots piercing, it obliterates everything. Lemon says, DLC, I prefer Shipwreck more. The level or the whole DLC? I really like Queen in the Sea. I do like the path. It's a lot of fun. Hard, but fun. You know, I'm just realizing we don't need No Mercy anymore. We're not rolling DOT. We might once we re-roll the affixes on the crossbow, but we don't really need it right now. Okay, we are looking for a better serenade. Maybe even a sinew slicer to replace it, but let's see what we got. Fire grenade could be good too. Oh, there we go. Applies oil as well, which means we can keep the burn going forever. So lightning rods will create fire, and then the serenade will keep the fire going forever. Looks like I forgot the name. Shipwreck one more. I like the servant fight and the queen fight. It's a lot of fun. I don't like the lighthouse biome, infested shipwreck. It's too long and too boring. I like the boss fights, hate the biome. How did my shot not pierce you, by the way? Ding ding! Yeah, just casual two-shot. Excuse me. Problem with shipwreck is there's too few enemy varieties. Well, you do get the pirate captains, but you only get them showing up when you're most of the way done with the level. I mean, yeah. Spreads oil and double damage on burning oil and more damage. So I guess I'll just buy this. I was just checking to see if this was gonna be a mimic, but I'll take that. That's a good upgrade. I like the collapsing platform mechanic, says Lemon. I don't like that mechanic because it always lags the game, although I think they fixed that for the most part. I also don't like that because I always forget. So I'm standing under bombs, the bombs go off, and then I'm like, oh crap, I blew up. It happens every time, like clockwork. Whoa. The only good thing about the Castlevania DLC's alternate soundtracks is Lemon, which does not count. I usually don't use that soundtrack just because I like the default soundtrack, but also Castlevania's, again, one of those games that I never played, so I don't have any nostalgia for it. Maybe I should play that one of these days. As soon as my friend gets back from his current vacation and he gets his ass home, then I can ask him, hey dude, please provide me with your copy of Castlevania. La, la. Amulet's good. How did I not get hit on that one? Yeah, I figured. It's okay. There's a little bit of health on the floor we can grab before we leave. This one's a little bit better because it's oil and burning. I'll take it. I guess I'll just kill him. No reason not to. I was thinking save them, and then maybe if I needed, I can kill a cursed chest with them, but... I guess what I could do is just move a little faster and get back up to the roof. No mimics, okay. Kanye says, I just want to see you play Resident Evil 1 so I can laugh at your tank controls. At your suffering with the tank controls. Or Silent Hill. I'm willing, by the way, to play these games that everyone should play, you know? Because I've got gaps in my gaming knowledge. I think I have played Resident Evil 2? I don't know why my explosive crossbow does not work on those enemies. Let me just make a little note to myself later to look into that, because that seems a little awkward. Oh, come on, thank you. We were doing that last week, no? I played a little bit of Resident Evil 2. I finished Claire A. And so, if we continue to play Resident Evil 2, I would need to play Leon B. And see what his story has to offer. Do you block shots when you're invisible or something? You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of the burrowed scorpions blocking boomerangs. Some little niggling issue there. I'm betting his story offers zombies. Ah, you don't say. It's a pretty safe bet, I would argue. Hi, Edgy, welcome. You winning, son? We're winning decently enough. And thank you, Maxwell, for the resub. Caw. I did not mean to teleport again. Why not Leon A first? I know it doesn't matter what character you play as, and I figured it lists Leon A first, Claire A second. So I figured, let's start with Claire. That way we can get like a complementary play style to other people who do Leon A first. We're gonna do the opposite of what people normally do. That's my thinking. I imagine a lot of people are gonna be doing Leon A first because Leon! So now you can watch my playthrough of Resident Evil 2 and know the differences between the two campaigns. Leon and Claire A. Tap side of forehead, playing the long con here. All right, we're gonna spend money re-rolling. Yeah, let's do it. By the way, this has turned into a tactics run. Hemorrhage. Dude, I gotta think about this. Because actually, hemorrhage in the backpack is very interesting. That's a lot of extra damage if we can land the hemorrhage shots, and we're gonna be using the crossbow all the damn time. Cursed sword. It is double damage on burning oil, admittedly. I don't really want to take it, but it is there. I'd like to get the flawless, but I would prefer to continue the run rather than get the flawless. That's what I'm gonna say about that. I mean that you said you should play Leon B, but I don't think you ever did, says Connie. Connie, I played Resident Evil for like 8 hours. I haven't gotten there yet. I literally did half of the game so far. I got the other half to do. Yeah, I gotta play Leon B. That's what we would do next. Since I did Claire A, we'll do Leon B next if we keep playing it. Pop it in your backpack just in case. No! If they haven't fixed that bug with Cursed Sword in the backpack, it will kill me, even if I take it out of the backpack. So no, there's too many question marks with Cursed Sword. Also, I don't want it. What I will do, though, is reroll the Explosive Crossbow. We're going to be looking for more damage and more damage against anything. Burning Oil, Bleed, Poison. Not good enough. Not good enough. Not good enough. Not good enough. Double damage Burning Oil works. My question was why B and not A next, but anyways, doesn't really matter. Oh, so Connie, here's why. There are 2 campaigns in Resident Evil 2. Basically, they're Story 1 and Story 2, or people call them A and B mode. But you can play each campaign with either character, so that you can play with Claire or Leon. So we played with Claire in the first campaign. For the second campaign, we would play with Leon B. You don't need to do the A campaign with both characters because it's the same campaign. It's mostly the same plot elements being hit. There's some differences between them, but that's why I would jump into B. Because I don't think I would play all 4. Leon A, Claire A, Leon B, Claire B. I think that would just be too much. Hold on. I apologize for having to delay this Dead Cells run, but Mother of Zerg says, hey, Abe, did you see the Killing Floor 3 announcement? There's gonna be a Killing Floor 3. I did not see that announcement. Coming soon, TM. It looks good. You know, it's... I don't know how I feel about that, because I love Killing Floor, but I hate the developers, because they're not the best. I love Killing Floor, though. I love running around shooting zombies. Okay, double damage Burning Oil. Burning Oil burns the ground. Burning Oil. I'm going to take Acrobat Pack. That way we get more fire. I'm gonna take this just because I always do. And then I still think I want Kill Rhythm. That extra fire rate is kind of nice between these, but maybe unnecessary here. You know what? Point blank. Extra 32% damage up close. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Announced Gamescom 2 days ago. I should have been paying more attention. Yeah, I like... Oh, we only have 4 ammo with this. There's not a lot of downtime with 4 ammo, though, so I think it's okay. Scummy devs or some other reason. It's, the game isn't very well optimized. It's not the original developers, like, the Killing Floor 2 is kind of just like on life support from like a third-party developer that has been hired to keep the game running. And also during the early access, they added in a monetization marketplace for the you know, using the same reasoning that every developer uses to add the marketplace. We gotta give our artists something to do. What are they gonna do? They have to make skins, otherwise we have to fire them. You wouldn't want us to fire our developers, would you? I also don't play, yeah, nice tactics build. I also do not play Payday, but I've heard that they've messed up Payday as well with similar things, like going back on their word and in adding things that they said they were never gonna add. Like, we're never gonna have loot boxes, and then they added loot boxes, and everyone's like, well, you know what? F you then. Yeah, I kinda just want a point blank here. Give me that raw damage. All right, this should be fine. We've got a lot of burning oil synergies, and we can spread oil with the Serenade. That should be good enough. Let's give it a go. Connie says, my Killing Floor experience includes 2 hours of the first game. First game was a lot of fun. My biggest, like, mechanical complaint with Killing Floor 2 is just Zed teleportation is very annoying. Okay, let's do it. Thank you for not hurting me. Server setup is kind of annoying, says Mutt. Yeah, you've got to like, you have to install the Steam command. You have to download these server files separately and then set it up through configuration files and whatnot, and it's pretty hard. I can always look past that though, because that's just like, you know, whatever. That's something you got to figure it out once, and as long as there are instructions, you should be okay. Boom, boom. Oh, come on, man. You're gonna give me this? But yeah, I do enjoy a good Killing Floor. If you want to play one of these days, Zerg, let me know. Backpack. You know, I guess we could go for Porky Pack, yeah. It's not like an incredible amount of damage in the Porky Pack, but... Oh, but the first hit in the combo is so bad. Maybe we take this for a floor. Look at that DPS. Yeah, but Explosive Crossbow does have double damage in burning oil, can be used at range, and Tombstone, the 81,000 DPS, most of that damage is the third hit in the combo, and if you never get that third hit out, like on a boss fight, it's gonna not do nearly as much damage. For the standard rooms, I really like the Tombstone, so what we can probably do is just get rid of the Firebrands and roll Tombstone. Yeah, I think this is acceptable. And then we'll save the crossbow for if we want it, or if we have a for the boss fight, because I think we'll use that for the boss fight. But I'm not gonna swap mutations. I don't think we need to. I think we'll be fine. We lose Firebrands, but we can find, hopefully, something to replace it. I just want to use this because it's fun. Is it doing the area effect if it's in the backpack? No, it does not. You have to kill it. You have to kill enemies with the Tombstone in hand to get the combo. Now, we might not get the most... that's an elite. We might not get the most elaborate Dune combo going here, but even if we just get some, it'll be worth it, because it's fun. 1, 2, 3. 2. Donk. Really thought that the enemies on this floor would be a little bit more clustered together. Yeah, I'm not really getting too many sweet combos. Please stop, please stop. You're gonna make me throw up, game. This one should work, this one should work. Yeah. Look at it go, look at it go, look at it go. Dun, dun, dun. That one, not so much, it looks like. Nody asks, you ever play shields? I love to parry. I play shields less and less. That'll work. Because I am much more interested in doing raw damage, I think, lately in Dead Cells. I think that is just king. I should play more with shields, though. Zarfield is welcome. What's your favorite thing about Dead Cells? My favorite thing about Dead Cells is how many different playstyles there are. Like, you can pick your favorite weapons and use them, and no one can tell you that you're right or wrong. You are just playing the game the way you want to play it. Do you want to roll tactics all the time? Roll tactics. You want to roll brutality? Roll brutality. You want to roll survival and shields? Roll survival and shields. Who cares? They're all viable. That's what I like about this game. We do not need oil. We have that on Serenade. Me and Abe have very similar playstyles, says Lemon. Well, no, because you like all of the tech things. You like holding X and tapping right trigger to use firebrands repeatedly. Hello. There is a cursed chest. I was gonna wonder about that, but I was just looking for enemies to fight too. Oh, it's a Serenade. I really like the current one though. We don't need it. Fine. 9 says, I don't use shield anymore unless I go to the queen because I don't want to lose all my HP to one Cleo dash across the screen. Calliope? Dash across the screen. The Tonfis wielding jerk? Is that who you're talking about? If he killed me, I would have been very sad. Yo, big cheese. Okay. I don't know why this guy didn't teleport to me. That was a little weird. Oh, because he's on stairs and he can't move. There you go, curse lifted. Oh, and we've activated an elite, the boor. I mean the enemies that dash and disappear. I don't remember what they're called, those clockwork enemies that you find in the clock tower, right? Also, why does using shields change that or affect that at all, you know? I would use shields if my monkey brain could comprehend the parry window, says Connie. Basically, it's just as close as you can get to when it's supposed to hit you. servant with the Tonfus. I do hate that Tonfus servant. Something about their range. They have way more range than you would expect. I like how I said I was gonna, you know, use a crossbow, and then for half of this floor I used the tombstone, and now I'm back to just using the crossbow. Look. After being scared from the curse chest, I realized that this is where my heart lies. Crossbow. We don't need cough syrup at this point, because we are going to be fighting the boss, the final boss soon. Oh god. I hate how those guys are invincible. 35. I think we have a decent statistical distribution as well. And that was a good fight against the Medusa head. Hook hand that did 152,000 DPS. If I knew how to use that, I would take it. Boss, what boss? Ah, it's the second one of these. What? Oh. Just wondering what that sound was. Was there a key that dropped? There's a weird little hop. Thank you, Serenade. I know you just left me. You jerk, but thank you for your assistance up to that moment. We are not getting any more HP either from scrolls. So we are pretty much at this amount of HP, but we have 36 brutality. That's pretty good. You know what? We're actually gonna get one more. Nice. Boom. Boom. 37. That's... feels good. Feels good, man. With the exception of having very low health. Crazy RNG. It's been solid. We've had, I think, 3 bonus scrolls over the course of the run. But 2 of them showed up very early, and 1 of them just showed up right now in that curse. Oh my god, that's so much damage! In that curse chest. The thing is, this run can definitely go poorly, because I don't have a lot of health. We're gonna get hit once and then almost die. So we gotta be a little careful. Bloodsword is pretty damn good, but not what we're looking for right now. I would like a ranged weapon for the backpack. We do not have firebrands anymore since I got rid of it. I will buy hemorrhage, I think, in order to put this in the backpack again. Because, like, what other mutation are we gonna take? We already have point blank. Quark, welcome. Hello, I returned from no internet for 2 days. You finally got your internet fixed. Nice. It's a mimic! Also, he died super quickly, but it's level 13 hemorrhage. It's pretty good. So now we fire that out with our explosive crossbow shot. That's pretty damn good. I think it is good enough to have in there. Ooh, collectors, spin to win, spin to win. No. Too cheesy, even for me. Dracula gonna get wrecked. God damn, I hope so. Let's go get that piece of cheese and get out of here. So that did 56,000 damage in one lightning bolt. It only says 44,000 though. 37 brutality, rip Dracula. Well, you're forgetting that this is actually a tactics build. Tactics only. Been to the shop, we're out. See ya. Yep. So I like our perks. Point blank, I think, is still good enough. I like the hemorrhage in the backpack enough, and we'll still get some crits after we use lightning rods. Victims will start bleeding. The bleeding is substantial. It's like 60,000 damage in one hemorrhage, and then the hemorrhage damage on top of it, and then the plus 40% damage and the crits up. So like that is good. Yeah, it's hard to re-roll that with crits up and damage up. It's hard to re-roll anything, so I think we're not going to. Serenade should hopefully keep enemies on fire. Lightning rods will burn enemies. So I think we're good. And then our downwards attacks will also apply some fire to the ground. So we'll keep point blank. We'll keep the firing of the hemorrhage shot every few seconds. Let's do it. Brutality is my favorite tactics build, says 9. Are you gonna play BlazBlue, Abe? Probably not. No one has ever suggested that I play that before. We had this outfit earlier. Okay, I gotta think about how to do this. We're doing this entirely at range. Okay, bats, just... That's fine. Gotta hit him once. Okay. No, he hit me! You dick! You dick! He shot me once! It's gonna heal up. He shot me with like one, I don't know what he hit me with, but it took like all my HP away. Are you gonna play Tekken? Is there a new Tekken game coming out? Look, I'm bad at fighters, okay? You do not come to the AbeClancy channel to watch fighting games. My dude is not on fire. I don't know how to get him to light on fire, so we're not getting the double damage, unfortunately. Dude, the damage is really good, though. Was he on fire at the end? I couldn't tell. Not a flawless, but that was a great fight. Fireball finger. Oh, right, because I tried to get in one attack and then roll, but it didn't work. I took a freaking meteor to the face. Tekken 8 looks too much like Tekken 7, says Mud. Honestly, I could say the same about Street Fighter. If you showed me Street Fighter, what is it, 9 and 10 side by side, I couldn't tell you the difference. No, I could, because the new one has a character creator, right? 10, I think. So you can make the, like, scrawniest, flattest character possible. And he would be fighting alongside Sub-Zero. 5 and 6? There's got to be there's more than that. How many Mortal Kombat games are there, or a Street Fighter game? Oh, you know, yeah, that's right. I'm thinking about Mortal Kombat, aren't I? Yeah, Mortal Kombat goes up to 10. Street Fighter goes up to 6. Even I can't keep him straight sometimes. Anyways, fun run. Didn't use the flashing fans at all. And I don't apologize for that. I don't know how to use flashing fans. One of these days I'll figure it out. The newest Mortal Kombat is 1. Is it another reboot? Mortal Fighter L. Nody says, I went to the bathroom and missed the boss fight. It was a good boss fight. No flawless, but that's acceptable. High quality brutality run, lots of scrolls, lots of damage. I don't know the easiest way of making that boss burn. I guess it would be like pyrotechnic or firebrand. You have to hit him directly with something that can apply fire, not just light the ground on fire, because that was not actually applying fire to the boss, so we were getting very little in the sense of double damage from equipment. Still a fun run. And for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live. Support the channel at any of the links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Dead Cells.